Chair Durbin, Ranking Member Graham, and distinguished members of the committee. It's been an honor to hear the introductions of my fellow nominees. I regret I cannot claim to being a lifelong Hoosier, but I appreciate the opportunity to tell you a little bit about myself. In 1995, late one night, I set out from my home in Karachi. I was headed for the airport, bound for England to study law. I didn't know what the future held for me. I was 18 years old, but I could never have imagined that the path I was setting out upon would one day lead me here. I came to America in 1999 as a 22-year-old on a scholarship. And after completing my studies over the next 23 years, I had the privilege of litigating across 24 states in courts, both trial and appellate, state and federal. I did that first on a student visa work authorization, and then ultimately, many years later, with immense pride as an American citizen. It is an extraordinary honor to now be considered for this opportunity to serve my country. And I am so grateful to President Biden for this nomination and to Senators Booker and Menendez for their very kind introductions and their support. May I introduce my family? Here with me is my wife, Sarah Zaidi, over my left shoulder. Sarah is a child therapist. She helps children every day, including survivors, with her almost magical powers of healing. My life has been filled with many changes, but one constant since I was 16 years old is that everything has revolved around Sarah. Also here are our two boys, Azmir, who is 13, and Zaran, who is 12. I hope you like the knots on their ties. I tied them myself this morning. They are my closest advisors. They are also proud members of the North Jersey Youth Cricket Academy, and they'll be available after the hearing if any of you would like tips on your cricket game. Also here with me is my brother, Adeel. I'm told rhyming names were a thing in the 70s. He's a cardiothoracic surgeon in Connecticut. I'm very grateful for his support and guidance throughout my life. And while they cannot be here today, may I also recognize the support of my sister, Naveen, who runs a charity devoted to the uplift of the rural poor in Pakistan, and my parents, Adeel Mangi, my father, and Anwar Mangi, my mother, who has now passed away. My parents showered us with love growing up and instilled in us a dedication to the pursuit of education. And that is what ultimately has delivered me here today. I'd also like to thank my many colleagues and dear friends at my law firm, Patterson, Belknap, Webb, and Tyler, who took a chance on an LLM student from Pakistan a very long time ago. With me here today is Bill Cavanaugh, who is one of my mentors from Patterson Belknap, from whom I've learned much about being a lawyer, being a father, and being a human being. And finally, also here with me today are two of my very dear and old friends, Muhammad Ali Sayed and Christopher Winters, and I'm very grateful for their support as well. Thank you for your attention. I look forward to your questions.